Good evening and welcome to the Bog in Kingston for high school boys hockey action. I'm your host Jim Dorman on Abington Community Access and Media. It's the last game of the season with the home Norwell Clippers hosting the visiting Abington Greenway. Of course, Norwell wearing the home white jerseys with the blue pants, and in green, the visiting Greenway coming at them here in Kingston. Both teams are coming off varying degrees of non-league action. Um, let's see. This actually was a postponed game from a snowstorm game that was snowed out on February 2nd. But let's see if we can take a look at some of the previous action. Abington beat Bourne 3-1 on February 18th, and Norwell beat Danvers 3-2 on February 18th. In previous meeting, Norwell won at Rockland against Abington 3-0. So Abington would love to get revenge on that loss. Of course, Norwell is ahead of Abington in the South Shore League Division 4 action. But Abington, Norwell's in second place with Abington just behind. No chance of catching up there as play moves around the back of the net, and Norwell is trying to get some early offensive going, but Nick Harris is equal to the task. Down in deep, the puck's in the corner. Norwell looking to get, they do get a shot right out front. Abington is able to get it out and break it out. Derek O'Neill moving the puck into the Norwell zone. And Norwell's back to get it as Abington gets the change and moves it in against Abington. Kind of 2-on-3 situation as the puck moves into the corner. Hard fought battle in the corner. Puck moving around the left-hand boards for Abington, but Norwell comes out with it. That's number 12 for Norwell. Knox Poulin with a wrist shot in, gets blocked, and out comes Abington across center ice, just on sides, and the wrist shot goes in on goaltender Will Devaney. He handles that one and covers it up, take a face-off to his left-hand side. We're at 13-16 into the first period here in Kingston. So just underway, less than 2 minutes underway. I've already had some action on both sides of the ice. Yeah, this is the last game, so both teams looking forward to the MIAA tournament. Looks like Norwell is ranked about 6th in Division 4, and Abington about 12th overall. So we'll see what the matchups are when they announce them on Saturday. They always have a spirit of action. We get the referee with his hand up here. See, it's going to be a delayed offside type of hand up call. Abington moving the puck out around across center ice, and they keep it in. Manage to keep it in. And puck's in the left-hand corner. But Derek O'Neill fighting for it, goes down. Referee's hand is up. Looks like we got a delayed penalty call with Nick Harris has gone to the bench for extra attacker. Let's see if they can generate offense. No, it looks like we're going to get a touch by Norwell. So we're going to have with 12:17 left in the first period. Abington's going to go on the power play. See if they can do anything with that. Sean Duggan down there taking the face off. Sam McDonald to his left. But Sam McDonald is one of the league's leading scorers. Actually, a division league scorer. I think he's about 3rd in the division. He's got over 50 points. I think about 55 points or so in the league. So that's I mean, in the division is good for anybody. So he's potent offensively. Of course, he gets a bit of help from Sean Duggan, who has 19 goals, and Amani DeJesus, who has 10 goals. So there goes McDonald crossing over the line. Gets it right in front. Dangerous chance there. Back on the point there. McDonald has the puck. Such a versatile player that he can move around like that. Kind of go right back on the defense, though, at the point anyway, especially on the power play. Right now we're at 11:15 to go in the first period. Abington still on the power play. Moving the puck around, controlling the puck pretty well. It's pretty good. Puck slides by the left-hand side. We get a wrist shot from McDonald. Going back, a nice... Oh, John Duggan jamming at it right out front. But Devaney's able to cover it up. So with 10:54 and looks like 50 seconds left on the power play here for the Green Wave. Excellent chance there to take a 1-goal lead in this game. But Devaney was up to the task and wouldn't let Duggan jam it home. I think Norwell clears it out all the way back to Harris. He's going to leave it off for 22, Jacob Whitman. And as the Green Wave comes out of the zone, goes Donald around the back of the net. Yeah, it might have been. Donald. Okay, so Duggan moving around behind the net. Mostly the Green Wave's kind of like a two-line attack for the most part, with a couple of little, substitutions in here and there. 4 defensemen usually on the ice. Nick Harris has played about the entire season except for maybe 1 full game, and parts of the young Owen McGrath as his backup. Freshman goaltender has played 1 game, I think, and saw some action in a few others. Nick Harris' save percentage is .922, which is good. That means he saves over 9 out of 10 shots, which usually goes pretty well for you. He's one of the captains on this team. So 9:46 on the clock here in the first period. Puck moving into the boards. Up, McDonald brings it back. And they're just fighting for it down there. See if someone can get it loose, and they do. Abington's able to get a nice pass out, and Karen's off attacker, but in for is O'Neill, following up, but the Clippers get control of it, but O'Neill gets a nice little hit to kind of break things up, but Norwell tough and breaks it out. 18 is Callan Gunning out there on defense. He's a freshman, and he's able to get back into the zone for the Green Wave. Oh, nice little breakup right there in the zone, but Norwell sticks with it, manages to get it out before Abington is able to regain control. Now, attempt at a clearing gets blocked, and if Norwell is going to come across, let's see, get a number for you. That's number 13. Cam Long. All right, moving along the left-hand side. So battling for the puck inside the Abington zone. Nicholas Daly, who's the defenseman back there, got control of, get it up to the forwards. Trying to move it across. This Sean Niles backhands it into the zone. And back to get it for Norwell is number 9. That'd be Jacob Malinowski. Little action right in front of the Norwell bench. Norwell coach is Jim Casagrande. A long time coach. We get a couple of hits back and forth. Norwell isn't too happy with that. Face off. Going to come outside the zone, and Sam McDonald is going to go in the box. He gets a lot of goals. He gets a few penalties. Not afraid to mix it up. So that gives Norwell the opportunity here with 7:44 to go in the first period. Again, nobody is 0-0, so both teams looking to get that first goal. This last game of the season. And Norwell is moving around in the Abington zone. And Abington's got a nice defensive box set up, trying to cover any passes, but in sneaks number 8, Nolan McDonald. Now back on defense. Number 9 is Malinowski was moving it around. So Norwell's got their power play sliding along pretty nicely around the perimeter. Harris looks like he's got that wrist shot, and he does. So we're going to have a face-off to his right with 7:09 left in the first period. We're well into this power play with Norwell. They've been able to control the puck and move it around. In the zone, we're going to wait for a minute here. Not sure what the holdup is. Maybe the last substitution. But right now, Norwell still on the power play. Of course, Norwell is kind of like a perennial power in hockey. I don't know. Things do change over time in some towns, but it seems like Norwell's always got a pretty good hockey team. But hey, Abington's been on the rise. I mean, you know, we have a good, solid team this year with 2 good lines, good goaltender, 4 good defensemen. So both, they definitely like to go further than last year. I think it was they were in the round of 32 last year. Like to make it further than that this year. We'll find out Saturday. Looks like the first games are going to be February 25th. Like to get to a good start, and with a 12th ranking, they should be playing a lower seeded team. Give them an opportunity to get moving on the right foot. You know, you don't want to overlook any team, and any team can win. And sometimes these seedings aren't what they're cracked up to be. But all right, so I think we're just about ready to get this face-off underway. We got the whistle. Players are moving into position. Number 12, Knox Poulin, is taking the face-off. He gets it back to the point. Jacob Malinowski moves it over. Back to Poulin. Back to 22, Evan Shea. Evan Shea is I believe he's a junior captain. So Norwell showing how it's done. Oh, and there's the goal that they were looking for. And number 9, Jacob Malinowski, flicked that one in there. I don't know if it was tipped or not. Maybe we'll get an announcement that he's over celebrating with his fans. But Malinowski looks like he's going first through the line, so he doesn't think it was tipped. So it's like Jacob Malinowski with the goal. Somehow that got in there through the bodies and in past Nick Harris. So that 7 minutes to go in the first period. Norwell takes a 1-0 lead on a power play goal. Sam McDonald in the bench, in the sin bin as they call it, feeling shame. Maybe not. There goes Derek O'Neill trying to come back against all the Norwell players practically. He comes out of the zone, but he gets hold of it, gets it back to his defenders, see if they can regroup and come right back in. McDonald coming across the line, well, looking for a pass crossing the line, and he's chasing number 20. Who's that now? Brendan Seneschal bringing it in for Norwell. In comes McDonald. Nice move around Seneschal to get that puck in there and get a shot on Devaney. With 6:06 to go. Nice opportunity for the Green Wave there to maybe tie it up. So coming right back after the goal, getting some offense generated. You got to love it. This 63, Sean Niles taking the face off there. He's out there with Sean Duggan here over the left wing, and Duggan's chasing it around behind the back of the net with Knox pulling. But Norwell gets it out.
Number 6, Sam McDonald. Assistant number 20, Nick Daly, and number 22, Jacob Whitney.
I think the announcer has looking at the wrong roster. He said number 6.
Haley and Whitney at 7 minutes.
Announcing it like it was the Abington goal, I think. Hey, that's okay. I've made mistakes before. So I got number 9, Jacob Malinowski with that goal. He's got the puck right now behind the net. And in comes Norwell, tripping over the puck. And Abington is able to get control and get it out, clear it in. I'd say so far, even though Norwell has a 1-0 lead, pretty good action on both sides. As we're more than halfway through the first period at the Bog in Kingston, where Norwell plays their home game. Of course, Abington plays the Rockland Ice Rink. And speaking of Rockland, they're coming right up behind. They've had a little trouble early on in the season, but have been coming on. There's always a good rivalry between Abington and Rockland. I don't know. That'd be interesting if end up playing them sometime in the tournament. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We're right in the first period here in this game with Norwell. 4:51 left to go in the first period. Norwell is controlling the puck in the Abington zone, or trying to force the issue and get a centering pass. No one really has control of the puck right now. It's just a battle for it in the corner. Over there working on it. Looks like Callan Gunning. I've got the right number 18. But in comes McDonald again. Sean Gould, a defenseman junior for the Clippers. And we got a whistle as Devaney gets his glove on that one. Gonna have a face-off to his right. Devaney is one of 2 senior goaltenders. The other goaltender, talked about this before, Cam Camesso, whose brother is in the AHL for the Rockford Ice Hogs, I think, is it? The Chicago Blackhawks system. He's actually played a game or 2 for the Chicago Blackhawks as a goaltender. But Devaney seems to be, he played the last game against Abington. I'm not sure, I don't have save percentages or how many games they play, but it's always tough to get 2 seniors and stuff to try to, depending on how it's working out. But anyway, we get Devaney here so far in this game. And right now, Norwell leads 1-0 with 3:31 to left in the first period. Yeah, Drew Cameso, his older brother, played at BU as well. Nice career. Who wants to hear about your brother, though? I shouldn't be doing that. Abington trying to get control of it at the... Matt Grafton is able to clear it in right across the red line. so it was an icing. But Norwell gets control of it and is able to break through the neutral zone, almost a 3-on-2 situation, but Abington was able to step up and break that up, and now they got a, well, for a second they had a little offensive, now they're backtracking. Nice hit by Norwell. In comes Grafton. Grafton's got some good moves to get a good shot off, but Devaney was there in good position to handle that one. So we're going to have another face-off to his right. Yeah, the last game that I saw, oh, we got a penalty. I'm sorry, number 20 is going off for 2 minutes. Missed the call. That maybe it was a hook or something like that. You know, I don't know. Maybe we'll get an announcement on that. But with 2:34, we got a 2-minute penalty, so Abington's got the power play for most of the rest of this period, unless they score quickly. Of course, the penalty will be over. All right, Sean Duggan has the puck. Abington trying to gain control, try to get a good shot off. This is the situation where everybody watching the game is going, shoot, shoot, shoot. But you know, you got to get the good shot. You can't just take a shot into the knees of the defenseman. You know. Ah, it is a shot. Oh, nice slap, or kind of quickly though. Maybe a wrister would have worked. He didn't even come close to hitting the net. And Norwell is able to clear. Abington back to get it. Like McDonald gets a nice pass up to number 11, Amani De Jesus. Shall also like to mention that Nick Harris has 4 assists. I don't remember witnessing them myself. It's pretty cool as a goalie. Duggan gets a good shot off a blocker stop, but we got a whistle with 1:22 left. 1:22 left in this period. I don't know if the referee's calling anything. I didn't see his arm go up. The puck just left the ice, so no. Still 5-on-4 with 1:22. Yeah, 1:20. Abington keeps it in. Battle behind the net for the puck, and Abington comes out with it. So, let's see. Tough to see the numbers sometimes, but Tate Erickson there is the number 8. I sometimes mistake Tate for Sam McDonald because if you look right now, I think Tate's not as big as Sam, so I shouldn't mistake those two. But the numbers are sometimes hard to see. Tate, of course, is an offensive defenseman, and he has scored, I think, 10 goals, which is a lot. I mean, most of the defensemen only have maybe 1 goal, and they may have a bunch of assists. But yeah, I think Tate Erickson, 12 goals and 8 assists coming into this game. So. All right, down to 40 seconds. Abington trying to penalties over. Oh, we're all full strength as the puck moves in. A little acrobatic move. Puck stays in, and now Norwell rushing it out past the red line with speed. I think that was 22. Evan Shea, captain. Use my delay there for you. We're down to 8 seconds. Ooh, maybe one more. No, it gets broken up. We got a whistle. And the time runs out in the period. So at the end of 1, it's Norwell 1, Abington 0. We'll be back with second period action after this. Alright, welcome back for second period action here at the Bog between Abington and Norwell. Norwell leads it 1-0. So Social League boys hockey action. Norwell in white, Abington in green. Difference is Power play goal by Jacob Malinowski. In comes Knox Poulin with an early chance in the second period. In the first minute, 14:35. As Norwell tries to get control, and Abington tries to forecheck and break things up before they can get it out, but instead Evan Shea moves it out and across the blue line before he gets broken up and dumped. And in comes Matthew Grafton trying to do the same, trying to stick handle around 3 defenders, but he gets a nice pass to McDonald out front, but Will Devaney is able to sprawl and block that, and puck gets back to the corner, and Norwell, number 12, Knox Poulin was able to gather that. But now Abington with a little bit forechecking contains that and brings it back in, applying the pressure in this second minute now of the second period. And Abington doing a good job of keeping it in and keeping Norwell on the run right now. An excellent job. Sean Niles in there, number 63. Norwell finally manages to get it out and clears it into the zone after crossing the red line was Evan Shea. But Abington ices it back up. So we're going to have face-off back in the Abington zone. 13:06 to go in the second period. Norwell leads 1-0. Both teams at full strength. Like number 7, Jackson Hoy took the face-off and won it. Get it back to number 14, Leyland Benoit. I don't know if he says Benoit though. B-E-N-O-I-T. I like that's the French pronunciation. You know, just get those right, but I like Benoit. We're going to have offsides as Sean Gould was moving it across nicely into the Abington zone, but not so fast. Everybody wasn't set up across, wasn't in the right place. And then somebody was already across the field. Can't see that. Alright, so Sean Duggan pushes it ahead, but it goes back to the Norwell defender, Sean Gould there. As Abington tries to break it out. Nice, both teams. Nice move, and I like to see it. Sean Duggan's moving along the right-hand side. He's going, looking for a wraparound, looking for somebody to pass it to. Norwell doggedly following him and able to break that up and get it out of the zone. It's Leyland Benoit back behind the net. It's Norwell trying to break this puck out of their zone again. And Abington intercepts, and they are trying to get that offense going again. There's Derek O'Neill moving across the left-hand side. Derek O'Neill is a freshman playing on the first line. He's got, in coming to this game, he's got 5 goals and 3 assists. So he's not getting as much personal offensive production as his line mates Sam McDonald and Matthew Grafton, but it's pretty nice to have a freshman be able to step up enough to play with these guys, and he's out there quite a bit. Oh, I think that hit the post. You can see the people putting their hands on their heads behind the net. Matthew Grafton had just an unbelievable chance with kind of a lot of net to look at, and gave it a nice wrist shot, and I think it hit the post. Would have been a lovely way to tie it up. McDonald's going to clear it in, and Derek O'Neill's going to chase it. They're saying that's icing. And the referee was in good position to call it. Puck had not crossed the red line, so bringing it back for a face-off to Nick Harris's right. 11:21 left to go in the second period. Norwell leads 1-0. Devaney decides to hold on to that one. Going to face off to his right. Gives both teams a chance to make some changes. I guess mostly Norwell making a bit of a change there. Evan Shea going back to try to get it, but Abington gets to it first. But Norwell's able to force the puck out of the zone. Nice 3-on-2 situation with a good shot and a good save by Nick Harris. Nice wrist shot, nice pad save. Flashes out the right pad. In comes wrapping around the Norwell player. It's like Evan Shea again, and puck flips up, blocked. I think Nick got that. Puck up over the net. Looks like he might have lost his stick. Love to see the replay, but we don't have that for you today. Sorry about that. All right, number 7, Jacob Jackson Hoy takes the face-off and wins it. Number 13, Cam Long got it for a second, but Matt Grafton's got now a nice 2-on-1 situation. Gets it over to O'Neill, who buries it in the net. If I'm right, that's his 6th goal there, so we're just talking about that. Great goal, great work with breaking that out with speed. Matthew Grafton, Derek O'Neill with 10:31 to go, tying the game up at 1-1. That's just what Abington wanted to see. Beautiful transition right out of the defensive zone, carrying out in the right-hand wing. Grafton always has the jets, and he was moving, and O'Neill was right there with him, and they connected perfectly on 2-on-1 to get it past Will Devaney. So 1-1, and getting right back into the zone again. Abington's at it again. Boy, they'd love to get a win against these division rivals in this last game of the season. So it's been a fantastic.
Abington goal. Scored by number 14, Derek O'Neill.
I think it's been pretty even games, which is great.
Assisted by number 19, Matty Grafton.
So yeah, O'Neill from Grafton.
And
and Sam McDonald sneaks in there with an assist too. So he's getting towards like 60. Almost, I think he's high 50s with the points between his goals and assists. I think he might be it. I'm not sure, but 50 something. I think he's on. I think I mentioned before, number 3 in the whole division, not just this league, meaning Division 4. Looks like, as I was looking at those stats, Sean Niles picked up a penalty there, so 9:38 to go in the second period. Norwell's gonna go on the power play with the face-off down in the Abington zone. Sean Duggan loses the face-off, unfortunately, and Evan Shea gets it back. A little wrist stir in, gets blocked. Malinowski behind the net, who scored the earlier goal. And Abington able to clear it out of the zone to relieve the pressure a bit. And for checking it, don't want to get too crazy and get yourself caught up. But Abington actually, for a minute, has the puck, but they lose it to number 12, Knox Poulin, and Abington's able to clear it all the way down to Devaney. It's too many men on the ice penalty, and so Niles gets stuck serving that. Another 2-on-1 give-and-go situation, but Abington's unable to cash in on that one. And there's still a man down. But this has been not a bad penalty kill for the Green Wave. They're actually keeping the puck in the Norwell zone a little little bit and getting some offense. Look at the wraparound situation. Almost a cross check there, pushing Sam McDonald down. That's right. Norwell clears it in, and Harris is able to grab it, move it up. He does that. He likes to pass it up to his guys. That's how he gets those assists. He likes to play. That's the way they did in the 70s, you know. If anybody was around then. Goalies came out a bit. Grafton trying to get in there, but sometimes you want it a little too bad and he ends up falling down. Norwell, player moving in almost past the defense. Doesn't quite get what he's looking for. And now Duggan gets hit against the boards. He's putting his arm. I want to call. Didn't get it. Norwell's trying to regain control back behind their net. We're going to score a 1-1 here. Halfway through the game. All tied up between these two South Shore rivals. Of course, it's mostly been Norwell, I think. I don't have the record going back, but I think Norwell's probably got a lot of wins versus our Abington boys. But right now, it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. 1-1. Face off to Will Devaney's right. Out comes the second line. With Niles out of the box. The penalty has been served. Abington is at full strength. Quick shot and a save by Devaney. Back behind the net is number 14, Leyland Benoit. Passing it around with his defense partner, and they break it out. Number 2 is Will Levy. We haven't mentioned him much yet, but he's a captain. Back there working it hard against, let's see, 17 comes up with it. 17 is Philip Amaral. Number 8, Nolan McDonald. Not sure how many lines exactly. Norwell's playing back to number 14, Benoit. Nick Harris got a good piece of that. Nice job. Harris is good positionally. Said he's got a great save percentage. So solid goaltending has been one of Abington's strengths this year. Comes Shea moving around behind the net, trying to get some space with the 6:07 left. Teams are at full strength, but almost looks like Noel is kind of moving around in the zone like they have a power play. In fact, Abington decides they're going to clear it to relieve that pressure. Say that a lot when there's an icing, to relieve the pressure. They come up with some other phrases. There's a lot of hockey phrases that get said when people start tussling, or even fighting, which they shouldn't do. After the whistle, everybody says the extracurricular activity. I say it myself. There's nothing to this about extracurricular activity, but if you think of any other ones, let me know. I've missed a lot of some of the lingo, newer lingo that has developed. I'm probably still using all the phrases from the 70s. So I hope you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of things that come up. Tape-to-tape passes. It's been around a long time, I think, but that's not something we said back in the old days. Do they even use tape anymore? These composite sticks? I suppose they do. In the old days, you'd get like a dozen of those wooden sticks. Sometimes they'd be brittle or something. Who knows where they would be, where they got them, and sometimes they just break easily enough. These sticks you don't want to break. They do break, but it costs so much. It's kind of painful when you break them. I don't know. Okay, here comes Sam McDonald to break away, and he goes down. He swings around. No penalty on that. 4:45 left in the second period. We're all tied up here, 1-1. That was Will Levy flipping it in and going after it right now. And got an icing call here, I think. So whistle back in the Abington zone. Way back, Weymouth Youth Hockey was going. Norwell didn't have their own youth hockey program, so we used to skate with Norwell people all the time. With Norwell kids on your team. The Dempseys. Johnny Dempsey was a good star for Norwell High, and his sister, his daughter, I think, a few years later. But I digress. Just try to say that Norwell has a hockey tradition. Nice pass to number 17, Philip Amaro, moving it in. We got 3:41 left of the period. See if either team can break the tie before we get to the locker rooms. An ice-making situation. That's another thing. The Zamboni. If you're a hockey person, you've watched that Zamboni ice how many countless times. Well, it's kind of fascinating. All right, we got a whistle. 3:17 left. Teams have been kind of moving back and forth. No one's really dominating right now, and as the score might indicate, 1-1. There's a good chance by Norwell in tight. Gets into the corner, and they're trying to gain control. So a little more Norwell action lately. Abington's doing a pretty good chance of breaking them up and staying with them defensively. I don't see any desperation out there. Here comes O'Neill. He's trying to get it out. Can't quite. Referee is calling a penalty on a Norwell player. That's number 12. Knox Poulin going off with 2:46. Seems like, if I remember correctly, Norwell got a late penalty in the first period too. So anyway, Abington with 2:46 left has an excellent chance to get a go-ahead goal here. We'd love to do that. Go into the break with a lead. See if they can do anything with this power play. It's back into their zone.
Norwell penalty to number 12, Knox Poulin.
Yes, holding.
Minor penalty for holding.
Puck is loose in the crease. But Devaney's able to get on top of it there. For a second I saw a little daylight. Matty Grafton down there trying to, and Derek O'Neill is in tight. Could have got a stick on it maybe, but no, Devaney takes it away. So, yeah, I saw the referee make the kind of, I don't know, like that Russian dancing move, but that's the holding. He's probably holding his arm. The holding call on Knox Poulin. Abington some pressure. We're down to 2 minutes in the period. Still plenty of time left on the power play. Still got over a minute 13 left on the power play. So across the money, De Jesus gets across the blue line. Look at him go. Goal scorer. He's got a lot of goals, not as many assists. He likes to get the goals. Donald has both a lot of goals and a lot of assists. Steal by Norwell. 13 Cam Long making it tough. Back on defense, and he just bats at it. Nice stick check there. Poke check, really. Just get the puck away. So Norwell gets control of the puck, and in comes 22 Evan Shea. Gets a shot on the side of the net. We're down to 57 seconds. As we said, there's a little extracurricular activity, they say. We have to come up with a new term for that. Activity not outlined in the regular curricular for this game. No penalties called, though. Usually they kind of break that up, let them jostle a little bit. Duggan coming in tight. The shot up, but it goes wide. Sails wide off the glass. I don't know if anybody touched it. I don't think so. Puck back into the zone, but Norwell has it. And the penalty is over. So the power play has gone by the boards there. We're still all tied up. With 25 seconds left in the second period of this last game of the season for the South Shore competitors, Norwell and Abington. Puck goes into the corner, back out to the point. Shot by Benoit, handled by Harris. 3, 2, and 1, and we're going down. As I said, more extracurricular activity. I'm not certain if there was. And the referee had his hand up. I guess we'll find out when we come back if he called a penalty on that. See, he's heading over that way. But anyway, so at the end of 2 periods, it's 1-1. We'll be back with a third period action for you here from the Bog and King. All right, welcome back to the Bog and Kingston. I'm your host Jim Dorman here on Abington Community Access and Media. The game is all tied up between the home Norwell Clippers and the visiting Abington Green Wave. Norwell in the white jerseys, Green Wave in the green jerseys. We're underway. See what happens there. Anything can happen. It's been an evenly matched game, and both teams get some good offense, good chances. So definitely could go either way. We'll see what kind of action we get. Things are looking a little rough there at the end of the second period, but no calls. So both teams are at full strength. Glad to see both teams playing strong hockey. So some good passing, some good pressure, decent amount of contact, good goaltending. We got a whistle for icing call on Norwell. Going to bring that back into Will Devaney's right. Oh, and a quick shot there. It's Tate Erickson on playing center. Let's get the Abington player as Norwell brings it back. Oh, and a little break. We're going to get a penalty on Norwell for probably a hook. As Abington was forced to the issue there, so let's see if we get the call on that. Yeah, everything's got a power play. It's 5-on-4. My guess is a hooking call. I didn't get the player's number. One of their defensemen, I think, or someone was covering. So, let's see. Was it Leyland Benoit? Abington moving around, trying to get the right shot.
To number 22, Abington. 2-minute minor penalty for hooking. That's Norwell's Shea. Minor penalty for hooking at 13:25.
Interesting. Kellen Gunning out there on the power play. So it was hooking. It was Evan Shea. He is a forward, but back there covering, I guess. I'm going to face off outside of the Norwell zone. Abington on the power play again. Sam McDonald moving around, trying to get it around the net, looking for someone to either trying to get it in there himself or pass it to somebody. He's had it for quite a while. Passes it back to defender. Duggan takes a quick shot right up into the chest of Devaney. Stretch a little bit. Not happy with that. That wasn't going in, but you never know. You might get a rebound. Donald taking a face off for Abington. Got Erickson back on defense. Duggan to his left. Erickson's got it. Back to Duggan. Back to Erickson. Wrist shot. Broken up or blocked into the corner. We got some heavy going, heavy hitting, pushing, shoving. Try to get the puck, but Abington maintains control of the puck. Duggan gets it over to Erickson. Puck goes across. Back to Duggan. He's trying that wrister again. Goes wide and high and clears the zone all the way down to Harris. Plays it. I think Harris is a frustrated forward a little bit. Of course, he snuck in one game as a forward when the changed at the strong big lead. I think it was against Quincy, North Quincy, and managed to get a penalty. Harris playing the puck again. When I was a goalie, you try to make passes up. The forwards, I mean, I could make a nice pass, but they'd never curl around. They'd always be coming back, and they never handled the pass very well. It just didn't work out. It's very frustrating. But we had 10:27 left here in this game, in the third period. It's all tied up. It's 1-1. Got an evenly matched game, which is pretty cool because Norwell beat Abington 3-0 in a previous meeting this year at home, and we just about always have trouble with Norwell, and Norwell's rated higher as a team. Good opportunistic move there, though. Okay. Oh, little fan on the puck gives Norwell a chance to bring it into the offensive zone. Jackson Hoy out there, number 7, trying to hit and get the puck, causing a little disruption. Malinowski forcing the issue. Puck into the zone. Norwell controlling the puck a little bit more now. We're at full strength with both teams. 8:43 left to go. And this story's still unwritten with a tie going. Who's gonna break the tie and grab the lead? Offside delayed, but puck gets out. Wave that off. Abington clears it in. The teams change. Tim McDonald moving towards the net. Backhander flips up and behind the net. Comes right back out to the point, but makes it out of the zone. So Jake Whitman moves it back into the zone. Sean Gould back there for Norwell. 21. Norwell regroups, breaks it out across center ice. Going in deep to the left-hand side against Harris, curling around the net, controlling the puck, loses it finally. Sorry, get a number for that truck. He's moving good though. Probably 2. Will Levy. Oh, and there's a goal for Norwell. 22 is Evan Shea, and he's celebrating quite a bit there. So we got 7:26. Norwell breaks the tie kind of quickly there. Not quite out of nowhere, but it's a tough one for Abington with about halfway through the third period and 7:26 left in the game. Wait for an announcement. I believe, based on the celebration, I believe that was Evan Shea, the captain, junior captain. So Abington's got the work cut out for them with 7:08 left in the period to tie it up and pull this one out. Still a lot of time for things to happen. Certainly had a lot of good chances. I mean, sometimes you watch a game and it's just frustrating for a team. They can't get through, and every chance is just kind of weak as they get defended so well, and it's just so hard for them. It's not been like that. They are getting some solid chances. Definitely, some of the chances they have could be goals. Goaltender is tough. Will Devaney definitely, just like Nick Harris. A couple assists there on that goal. They were moving the puck around pretty well. But it was Shea with the goal. 7:25 left. There's a quick chance at a score for Abington. So they come right back, and looks like McDonald. Fantastic. Abington celebrating in the corner. Coming back with 6:30 to go. Just what they needed. And kind of indicative of this whole game is that it's been really even, and we're still even. And even right after Norwell goes ahead, not even a minute later, Abington comes back with a nifty goal by their top goal scorer, Sam McDonald. Good shot. Tough one for Devaney to stop. And here comes O'Neill. And McDonald with another chance. Boy, if they pop 2 like that. Trying to keep it in. Number 20, Nicholas Daly, one of their regular defensemen. Didn't get a lot of offense, but he was trying to get a shot in there. All right, back on it. Looks like McDonald. Errant pass. quite see the puck on there, but so I don't know what happened, but maybe saved by Harris. Got the whistle, so I'm sorry I lost the puck.
Abington goal scored by number 6, Sam McDonald. Assisted by number 2, LJ Cleary. That's Abington's McDonald from Cleary.
LJ Cleary gets the assist. He is a junior right winger. Oh, and then Norwell manages quietly score again. So we've had 3 goals within a short period of time, and Norwell takes the lead right back with 5:38 to go. That was Cam Long leading the charge. See with an announcement there, but that popped first the bubble, shall we say, to use another cliche of Abington. It was, still basking in the glory of tying it right back up, and what the heck? Give it right back. So that's unfortunate. We got a 3-2 Norwell lead with 5:25 to go in the game. And yeah, enough time to make something happen, definitely. But time is starting to dwindle on the game, on the season, I guess we shall say, although there's more hockey to play for both of these teams as we head into the MIAA playoffs.
Assisted by number 42, Evan Shea. That's Norwell long from Shea at 5:46 Victor Cleary.
I think he said long from Shea. Grafton manages to backhand it into the zone. O'Neill going in, 1-4 checker as the other guys lay off. Goes Donald trying to break things up. See what Abington does to try to change their fortune here, as Norwell seems to have gained a bit of confidence in the stretch, and as they get that go-ahead goal. Picks up a little high there. We don't need any penalties. That'll kind of really hurt Abington if they get any penalties with 4 minutes left to go. A little wraparound. Harris is there, and Abington able to kind of clear up the boards and not out. Now it's out of the zone. Comes McDonald. He's got a little bit of room. He's trolling about. Tries to get a little fancy with a pass to Grafton, but the defenders had come back and he was covered. So back on is Daly. DeJesus comes back. He's circling around. Goes straight through the middle, but manages to hold on to the puck for the most part. Puck in the neutral zone. Nice steal by McDonald. You never know where he's going to come from. He's a good skater. Norwell moves it ahead into the zone. Knocks Poland. We got a whistle. I think for an offside. Icing, excuse me. See that, but icing on Norwell. Brings it all the way back. Sean Niles back there to take the face off up there with Amani DeJesus. Abington has the puck. There's 2:53 left. Oh, puck gets through and trickles in on Devaney, but he's got the pad down. He's ready. if that was Duggan or Niles that kind of flew by the number 30 Devaney, but he probably didn't like that. 2:42 left to go. The third period. I hear a lot of noise from the crowd, but wasn't any call on any of that extracurricular activity. Puck moves into the Abington zone. Enforcing the issue for Norwell is Nolan McDonald. Harris gets a hold of it. He's going to take a face-off to his right. Harris wears number 31. Traditional goaltender number. In the old days, you have your starters would have either 1 or 30. I think in the real old days, it was always 1. You don't see it as much. And then the third guy would come and have 31. Ken Dryden, 29. Ken Dryden broke that all up by staying with 29. Some guys, once they became the starter, they even switched from 31 or 29. They'd switch to 1 or 30. And now they wear all kinds of numbers. Those used to be the highest numbers that anybody had. But since they retired most of the low numbers in the NHL, they need to have all those other numbers. Plus, guys like Gretzky started wearing like 99. We had Ray Bork eventually wearing number 77. I guess for the game 3-2, I should be talking about what's going on right here in Kingston at the Bog with Norwell leading 3-2, and we're down to 1:58 in the third period in the game and the season. It's been a good season for both of these teams. Look to finish it off on a high note. Right now, it's looking good for Norwell, but Abington's got to be thinking about maybe going to the extra attacker at some point. We're down to less than 2 minutes, 1:44 right now. They've been able to control the puck, at times. So not without it's within the realm of possibility, definitely, and I think they should try it when they get the opportunity. Here comes Abington with control of the puck right now. Sam McDonald, he almost gets broken up and just crosses over just on sides. Norwell breaks it up and tries to get it out, but Abington, let's see, that's Jacob Whitman back there keeping it in for the Green Wave. We're down to almost a minute, and Norwell is mounting some offense, which is tough because Abington needs a goal here to tie this game up. Someone touched that puck or something, and we're going to have a face-off, maybe on the Abington bench, I couldn't see. At center ice, 5-on-5 action, 47 seconds to go. We got a timeout. I believe on the Green Wave need to discuss their plan of action. Got to get the most offensive 5 guys they can out there. See if they can tie things up in the late going. Right now, they've had a little bit of opportunity to back and forth action, and Nick Harris has been forced to make a few saves. I wish I had stats for you as far as shots. That might be interesting. I'd say Norwell has had more shots, but I feel like both teams have had really good chances. Obviously, it's a close game, a close score, and quality chances as well. I think both teams, nobody's been in desperation mode. Both teams have had situations where they've been able to control the puck in the other team's zone. But not for too long. The defense has been good, breaking things up. So both teams played well. All right, puck's moving into the offensive zone for the Green Wave. Norwell picks it up. Shot comes around the board. Shot goes wide, hits the glass. Devaney has it. Abington has pulled the goaltender, has 6 attackers out there with a face-off with 19 seconds to go in the Norwell zone. So that is a good opportunity, as best you can have with 19 seconds. Face-off in the zone, 6 attackers, then win the face-off. Back to Whitman. Oh, trying to center it, trying to get a quick shot. We got 10 seconds left. McDonald in, trying to work it around the net. He's got defenders around. He's trying to get it out front. He gets it out to the point. We got a wrist shot in, and time's going to run out on the Green Wave with a valiant effort to try to tie it up in the late going. So they are unable to. Norwell's going to come away with the win, 3-2 on the final night of the season at the Bog in Kingston. But hats off to Abington with a fantastic effort against their division rivals. I think both teams should hold their heads up going into the playoffs. But I think pretty happy with Abington's effort here. Let up a few late goals as they go for the handshake, but maybe could have capitalized on some power play situations. But overall, pretty good control of the puck. Good effort in there. Sam McDonald looking good. Matt Grafton, John Duggan, Derek O'Neill with a goal. And Sam McDonald. So, it's Jim Dorman here for Abington Community Access and Media. We'll catch you next time.